Hi friends! Today I will show you the third episode from the series Soldiers' Memoirs, which is based on the conversations of the writer Konstantin Simonov with the Knights of the Order of Glory of 3 Degrees. The hero of this film was a participant in the Great Patriotic War, the commander of the gun, Mikhail Petrovich Badigin, a tank destroyer. He describes what was the worst thing in war life for artillery, how he made his last shot at World War II, and why they wanted to sleep more than to survive. The most difficult thing in war is work. It is sometimes physically exhausting work. Before you have to fight or go on the attack, it's even easier than this work. 76mm cannon. If this is by calculation, then you need to work for 2 days. And in reality, it was necessary to dig in by morning. That's the way. How many people took part in this? 7 people. The 45mm cannon had 6, and there were 7. There were more for 1 person, but it was necessary to dig twice as much. We had to dig up a lot of earth. Well, they dug up as much as a dozen people. Place where a German shell left a trace, you will feel more secure. I was near Stalingrad. We changed at least 30 to 40 positions there. Then from one flank, then to the other, then to the third, then to the center, already several hundred kilometers. And the earth has been dug up so much that a bulldozer does not dig up so much. Mikhail Petrovich, what if tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, you have to go to a military unit and shake up the old days? Try to open at least one position for your then gun with the current young guys. Can we really carry out this venture with you? Well, now, Mikhail Petrovich, are you satisfied with the work of the guys? Would you then take them into your artillery crew? Yes. To my surprise, when they were first brought to me for the first time, I looked at them, I thought nothing would work with them. But when they started working, I must say, despite the fact that they are not gunners, they coped with their duties perfectly. And I was just amazed. Apparently they're quite fit, otherwise you can't do it. I would take these guys, of course. Good guys. But in the war, it was not only necessary to dig in. Apparently in Ukraine, roads have let us down. Here I remember at the beginning of 1944, snow usually falls in January, December, the ground freezes and then it warms up, and it all turns into mud, and sometimes we could only move 3 to 4 kilometers a day. Then the gun is stuck. Then the car, you pull one out, the other gets stuck. Ukraine is especially remembered for this. Then we began to turn to the locals for help, and they are so happy, children, old people. Dug in, artillery preparation in the morning, you withdraw from positions and move behind the infantry. In general, there was no time to sleep, and so for 3 days, at night you dig again. And it is so exhausting that, let's say, you're already an experienced and seasoned person, and life becomes indifferent, because work without sleep is exhausting. It was terribly hard. We were only encouraged by the thought that Berlin was near, that the end was about to come. And we understood that it was necessary not to give the enemy peace, that it was necessary to push. Well, how did you not sleep? You remember. But how did you finally get enough sleep? Did you remember that? Any soldier will tell you that he always lacked exactly the time to sleep. For me, the war ended on May the 2nd. Well, here we have already had a good night's sleep, as they say, only somehow strange, silent, I couldn't believe it. And the first days anyway with machine guns, as we used to, we did not part with them. You're waiting for shots, but there aren't any. It was hard to believe it. You once mentioned to me that you made the last shot yourself, not the gunner. But how and where was it? Exactly, where exactly? How? Yes, I remember my last shot. That was why I was awarded the Order of Glory of the 1st degree for it. It was in Berlin. The Reichstag was already not far away. Part, in any case, only when the fighter was really already incapacitated, although everyone knew that they could die. He could have died, but fortunately he didn't. He has reached victory, and now that we have finished the last shooting, he is leaving Moscow for his home in Kyrgyzstan in the city of Osh. He leaves for his family, his wife, his children, and his favorite job. Thank you, Mikhail Petrovich, and thank you, fellow viewers. Thank you and goodbye until our next meeting, until the next part of Soldiers' Memoirs. Thank you for watching the video. It was Oleg and the Red Army channel. Write your comments and don't forget to put likes. Also, you could watch the first episode and the second on my channel. Link will appear in the right corner.